Hey guys, Edith Essentials here. For today's video, I'm going to be using Amazon boxes to make cute side tables. I'm going to start by taping down the flaps. This is how I'm going to be arranging the boxes for my design. I'll be attaching a board at the bottom and then using dowels that's going to pass through the boxes and they will be attached to the board. I got 4 large dowels from Walmart and I'm going to be cutting them down to size. I'm going to mark the points where the dowels are going to pass through the boxes. I marked the points at the upper box, at the top, and at the bottom. I also made points to the boxes at the bottom with the exact spacing as the box that I have at the top. Now I'm going to be gluing the boxes together with wood glue and a hot glue gun. The next thing I'm going to do is pass the dowels down and attach them to the wood that's at the bottom with screws. I have to pre-drill holes on the dowels and on the wood that's at the bottom, so what I did was made marks on the dowels with white paint and then put them down on the wood. And then when I got my marks, I attached the dowels to the wood with screws. For the rough sides, I'll be using a poster board and covering it up with mirror reflective papers. I'll glue this mirror to the bottom. There are 2 ways to achieve the look for the top. So the first method that I'm going to use will be crushed mirror glass with a piece of wood. I spray painted the wood silver and then covered the wood with a generous amount of Mod Podge. After that, I'm going to sprinkle crushed mirror glass all over it. I have a link for this particular one and it's going to be down in the description box below. And this is the one sold in Michael's for $6.99. You can use any of the 2, but what I usually do these days would be to mix both of them. Because the one that's in the jar has some black crushed mirror glass and I love it. After 3 hours, I shook off the excess crushed mirror glass and put them back in the container. The next thing I'm going to do is glue on borders around the board. And these are just cut out pieces from a foam board. Now I'm going to be taking epoxy resin and mixing it together and pouring it at the top for a smooth finish. You're going to need 2 clean cups and use part A and part B because that's what you have in the box. I've used this before, that's why they're not full, but then I'm using equal size cups so that I can have both of them measured equally. And then after I pour both of them into separate cups, I'm going to be mixing them all together in one large cup. I'm going to be mixing this for 5 minutes. It looks misty now, but after 5 minutes, it was clear. I'm going to go ahead now and pour this to what I just made. I'm going to be spreading it out to make sure that it's even. This cures after 8 hours under a temperature of about 70 degrees, but I left mine for 10 hours. I applied Gorilla Glue to the dowels and the box because the back of what I just made has a wooden board. That will work great when I'm attaching it to this. I'll be gluing on these large mirrors at the sides with a strong adhesive, and at the bottom I'm going to be using napkin rings. And to cover up all of the other open spaces, I'll be using this flexible mirror sheets, and the link for this is going to be down in the description box below. Now I'd like to show you guys another method for the top that's much easier and faster. I took a look at something that I bought a long time ago, and if you look at it carefully, you would see that they used fillers. And I have this, and I got it from Michael's. I've always had this, but the reason why I never take this route is because it's kind of expensive if you want to cover a large surface area. So I'm going to make a smaller table that's going to fit right under the bigger table that I've just made. And for the top, I'll be using this plaque that I got from the Dollar Tree, and I'll be removing the wordings with 100% acetone. I specified 100% acetone because the wordings are going to come off much easier than if you get something else that's mixed. I'm also going to be using a Dollar Tree mirror, and I removed the mirror from the frame and kept it aside. Now I'm going to be filling in the frame with the fillers. The mirror is going to come at the back, but it doesn't cover the whole thing. So I'll be using a foam board that I cut out to the size of the frame, and then I'll be gluing on flexible mirrors by the side, and then Dollar Tree mirror in the middle. After that, I covered up the edges with mirror reflective paper. I also covered the inner white edges. The legs for the smaller table is also going to be with cardboard, and I got this from Joann Fabric. I cut it into 2, and then I used the same steps as I did for the first table on this one. I put mirrors all over, and then I used this trim to cover up the edges. Now I have the legs for my table, and I have the top and the bottom of the table. Now the top, I forgot to mention that I glued on a mirror behind it. When I assembled everything together, this is what it looks like. And this is what both tables look like together. Both of them are strong and sturdy, and I love the way they all turn out. Here are some other videos that I did using boxes, and the link for them are going to be down in the description box below. You can clearly see the difference with the top that's for the smaller table and the top that's for the larger table. I mean, both of them turned out okay, but the smaller table has more shine to it. Isn't it so interesting to know that Amazon boxes can be transformed into this? I hope you all enjoyed this video. Now don't forget to like it and share it with your friends and families as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. I have other home decor DIY videos that are linked in the description box below to check them out. And don't forget to click on the subscribe button.